On a weekday afternoon at the Georgina Cole Library in Carlsbad, one of the biggest stars of Love on a Leash arrives in his SUV.
All right, let's go. Good boy, we're going to work. You ready to go to work? I'm gonna go see some friends.
Bosley is a 170-pound English Mastiff. His head is as big as a watermelon. If he growled at you, you'd probably have a heart attack. But Bosley would never growl at anyone. He's as gentle as they come.
Wait for me, wait.
And so are the other Love on a Leash dogs, like Zuni and Pixie. Today's mission? To sit quietly and let kids read to them.
Hi.
These dogs bring a smile to everyone's face. After all, that's their job. They're therapy dogs. Unlike service dogs, which are trained to perform tasks for people with disabilities, therapy dogs are trained to just be sweet companions. Zuni's owner, Bonnie Biggs, says therapy dogs need to have a certain temperament.
Dogs that pretty much are happy to be around people, that aren't aggressive with other dogs because they do visits together. So you've seen that a number of dogs do this visit. And that love children, and love old people, and love all kinds of people.
You might say they're in the love business. They give it and they get it in return. Biggs says there's actually some science behind the feeling you get when you're around a friendly dog. It involves the hormone oxytocin.
When you pet a dog, they have measured increased levels of oxytocin, which is an affiliative hormone. You feel comfort, safety, affection, and love when oxytocin is going through your body. They're now finding that there's a feedback loop between dogs and people so that the dog is also showing increased levels of oxytocin in their body when they're being petted.
All of the people involved with Love on a Leash are volunteers. There are 700 members in San Diego County and more than 2,000 nationwide. At this event, while the kids practice reading aloud, the dogs just hang out and listen. Children's Services Library Assistant Kylie Seal says the dogs don't criticize anyone.
They're not, like, hey, this is how you pronounce that word. They don't even know their ABCs, so they're not going to test you on anything.
The dogs don't fight, bite, or bark. You never hear a peep out of them. That's because they've been exceptionally well trained. Each Love on a Leash dog has to know all of the basic commands, like sit and stay. They must also pass a rigorous evaluation by a certified dog trainer. Then they must go on 10 supervised visits to prove that they can get along with other dogs. Melissa Cantanilla says Bosley's first visit was a disaster.
We went to a VA hospital, and he wasn't quite clear about what his job was, and he pulled me through the hospital. It was kind of a mess. He saw other dogs there, and he thought he was there to play with the other dogs. But after the 10 visits, he got it. He understands now. We put on the vest, we put on the bandana, we're going to go to work, and he knows his job is to do this.
The Brookdale Assisted Living Community in Oceanside is another frequent stop on the Love on a Leash circuit. Brookdale residents just love the animals. One resident, Robert Albert, is prompted to sing the praises of a dog named Daisy.
Daisy, Daisy, tell me your answer true. I'm half crazy over the love of you.
Every Tuesday afternoon, a big group of Love on a Leash dogs visit the Wounded Warriors Battalion at Camp Pendleton. This battalion is made up of some 150 Marines who are recovering from serious injuries. They have to put in a lot of work to restore their health. Corporal Caden Gossard says the dogs are a big help.
A lot of guys here are just always suffering. I know I am. It's a hard time on your own, trying to get better, but they come and brings memories of home, bring memory of how much you loved when you had a dog at home. It just makes you feel better inside.
Bubba, a chocolate lab, is a big hit here. His owner, Marion Knowles, says she loves coming to the base.
It's so neat when you see the Marines getting down on the floor with the dogs and just giving and receiving love. It's really, really cool. It makes the day.
Knowles says she recently took Bubba to see some friends who were going through a rough patch. She says a little time with Bubba did the trick.
Better than drugs, I would say. It really is amazing.
Kenny Goldberg, KPBS News.